Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Zoning Board of Adjustments hearing. At this time, I would like to explain the procedures to be followed during the meeting. Item number 1 is citizens' comment. That provides the opportunity for members of the public to address the commission on items listed on the agenda which are not part of the listed case. For the cases on the agenda, applicants and speakers in support of an application will be limited to 5 minutes. Speakers opposed to an application shall be limited to a total of 7 minutes for all speakers. The applicant shall have a total of 2 minutes for rebuttal. The secretary will let you know when 1 minute is left. Prior to speaking, please give your name and city. Remember to speak directly into the microphone, as this hearing is recorded for public record. During the public hearing testimony, each side shall proceed without interruption by other, and all arguments, pleadings shall be addressed to the board. No discussion or questions between the applicant and opponents is permitted. The next item on our agenda is input from the citizens, our public comments. Claudia, do we have any public comments?
No, there are no public comments.
I'm sorry?
No.
Okay. Okay, next item on our agenda is consideration of approval of the minutes for the April 8th, 2026 meeting. Is there a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Can you please vote?
Where are they?
They were sent out to us. We have a vote of 4 in favor, 1 abstain. Motion carries.
Okay. I think it's in there.
Any of the speakers that are going to be addressing us today, will you please come forward and to be sworn in? Ladies, were you going to be addressing us regarding the cases? You need to be sworn in. If you'll come forward so we can swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the statements which you will make tonight to the Zoning Board of Adjustment of the City of Irving will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can be seated.
Board of Adjustment Special Exception Case 2026-79 BOA, Benjamin and Mara Moreno, owner applicant, property located at 2421 Cheyenne Street, approximately 1.1626 acres, zip code 75062, zoned R6, single-family residential district. Request exception to the Unified Development Code Section 8.4.2, establish front yard setbacks to allow an existing carport to encroach 20 feet into the required 30 feet front lawn setback in accordance with Section 1.15.5, carports within the front of the setback. This case has been withdrawn, but is there anyone here that wishes to address? Hearing none, we'll move to the next case. Board of Adjustments, variance case 2026-11-114 BOA, Balbino Gonzalez and Dario Ramirez, owners. Balbino Gonzalez, applicant, property located at 505 Thompson Street, approximately .22 acres, zip code 75061, zoned R6, single-family residential 6th district. A variance to the Unified Development Code, Section 3.14, minimum yard side setback for accessory building to allow an existing accessory structure to encroach 4 feet 4 inches into the required 10-foot 6-inch side yard setback. Before we open the public hearing, are there any requests for postponement or any jurisdictional issues that anyone would like to raise? If no objections are raised, we move to the next step. The public hearing is now open. Will the city please describe the nature of the case and advise the board on any communications received?
So this case was discussed at the work session. Still not.
One second.
Okay, there we go. Usually, council, we tell them to get really close. Jocelyn Murphy, Director of Planning, we discussed this at the work session. This is a side variance setback for an accessory building that has been converted to storage. And unless you want me to go through some of the details, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Is the applicant present to wish to address? Are there any speakers in support of the case?
Hello, my name is Fritzi Ramirez, and I live in Irving. I am here if you have any questions.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said my name is Fritzi Ramirez, and I live in Irving, and I'm here if y'all have any questions.
Did you wish to present information to
No,
the board?
I'm just here to answer any questions if y'all have any.
Do any of the board have any questions?
Yeah, I'll start off with a few questions, if you don't mind, Ms. Ramirez. So this building was built, I'm understanding, around the 2023
Yes, sir.
timeframe?
Yes.
And who constructed it?
We contracted someone to construct it. Right now, we haven't had any contact with him. We can't get any contact with him. He does not want to answer us, not either like calling or texting. But I'm happy to provide his phone number in case y'all want to contact him if y'all have any questions towards him.
No, I mean, I don't know if we can contact him outside of the meeting. Were you not aware that you needed to get any building permit on a major structure like that? I mean, that looks like a second home that you built back there.
No, I wasn't really informed about any of that.
Do you know, you wouldn't know about how much it cost to construct the building?
My mother is here. I could ask her if y'all would like me to.
Okay.
Yeah. ¿Cuánto costó para hacer todo eso? $12,000, $13,000. Aproximadamente. So she did say that she doesn't have, since we did pay in cash, we don't know exactly how much we paid, but approximately it's around 20,000, which she estimates that we paid to be billed.
Okay, and then was there any thought on the placement, you know, the exact placement of it? Was there any thought on where it went rather than, you know, like putting it into the middle of the lot or anything like that when it was first thought about, let's build a building? Did you think, I mean, was there any thought about where the position was going to be?
We did, since we did see that the house was like, I believe it's like 6 feet apart from our neighbors, we thought that was like a line where we could.
Okay, so you just kind of try to keep it in line with the house? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. And has there been any thought about renovating the building to bring it into compliance?
Like to make it into like a second home?
No, on the side that the setback is the issue, on that one side, to bring it to the left, to renovate that part of the building, which I know would be a pretty major renovation, but you're about 3 feet into the setback.
I'm not sure exactly, but I know that they are willing to pay any fee. If y'all do put any fees, we are willing to pay if there's any fees.
Okay. That's all I have, Claire. I yield back.
Do any of you, the rest of the board, have any questions?
I just have one question. So what are you going to store in there?
Just any what is it called? Like any storing things, like probably decorations or anything like that. Just things that won't get like damaged or anything, fragile things.
Are there any other questions? Are there any questions from staff or any questions we have from staff or to staff? Is there a motion?
Motion to vote?
Is there a motion to approve or to disapprove?
Let's
I'm calling for a
call for a
motion.
motion. Let's have a motion to approve or disapprove.
Okay, which do you want to move?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I second.
Call for the vote. All of those in favor? There are 4 yes, 1 no. Motion carries.
I could go back. Okay, thank you.
The Board of Adjustments Special Exemption, Case 2026118 BOA, Guadalupe and Corina Moreno owners. Guadalupe Moreno applicant. Property located at 1325 East Pioneer Drive, approximately .4 acres, zip code 75061. Zoned R 7.5, single-family residential 7.5 district. Request a special exemption to Unified Development Code 8.4.2, established front yard setback to allow a carport to encroach 8.5 feet into the required 35.5-foot front yard setback in accordance with 1.15.5, carports with a front setback. Before we open the public hearing, or are there any requests for postponement or jurisdiction issues that anyone would like to raise? Hearing none, the public hearing is now open. Will the city please describe the nature of the case and advise the board on any communications received?
We went over in the work session, but I'm here if you have any additional questions.
Does, what does the city recommend on this?
This is a carport. We recommend, the finding that we had was that it met all the criteria. It complies with the 115.5 section for what's eligible for a carport in the front yard.
Would you list those eligibilities or what it is that requires it, the requirements,
Let me grab my report.
and how they met them?
I think it's muscular sclerosis, and one is in a wheelchair. One has, I believe it's osteoporosis, and one is in a wheelchair.
Okay, let me see. Alrighty. So there's kind of like 7 criteria. It's in that memo. The first being, is it 10 feet or more from the front property line? It is. It'll be about 29 feet. Just complies with all the other applicable regulations. We found that it does. Does it have at least one of the following conditions? The primary dwelling was originally built with either a 1-car garage or no garage. It was built with a 1-car garage. Are there other legally permitted or legal non-conforming carports on the block that encroach into the front yard setback? We didn't find any carports within a quarter-mile radius. And the carport will accommodate a disabled person's ability to access, use, and enjoy the dwelling. I don't know if they're considered disabled, but they did mention wanting to use it for, health concerns. I'm sure getting ease and out of the, elements into their vehicle. The other one is there's no access to the rear property line through an improved alley. There is no alley access. There is not adequate width between the home and the side property line to provide a vehicle access to the rear yard that would accommodate a covered parking structure. This is the only one that they might not be necessarily meeting. There is about 11.5 feet on the west side of the property where the driveway is, and then there's about 12 feet on the east side. But it kind of showed the photos. It's pretty manicured with grass and such, but that's kind of the only one that might be a little flippy-floppy with, sorry for the casualness, but, and then the 6th one, there's not adequate width on the side of the home behind the front yard building line that would accommodate a covered parking structure, which we believe it meets. And then the last one, the size, height, and location of the carport will not have a detrimental impact on adjacent properties, which we believe they meet that as well. They have a elementary school next door, which is mostly their parking lot. That's really right next to them, their driveway. The neighbor to the left side or to the west, they submitted a letter of support for the case. And then they just have a neighbor across the street, which they didn't say in either way in opposition or support, so that's the criteria we're talking about. It's not, there's no hardship for carports. It's just a special exception. They're not requesting, because there's variances. So like the first case we just did, that would be a variance. This is just a special exception, so it's more, do they meet the criteria, do they not, versus hardship or no hardship.
If you're asking a question, please make sure your mic is on. Does anybody else have any questions?
Just to clarify, the hardship standard for variance is different. For a special exception, the elements she just went through are the criteria.
Mm-hmm. Are there any speakers that wish to speak in support of this case? Are there any speakers that wish to speak in opposition of this case? If there are no additional comments, I will close the public hearing and return it to the commission for discussion and vote. Are there any more questions or discussion of staff? I'm calling for a motion.
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Yes, second for me.
We have a motion that has been duly made and seconded. If you will please vote. Motion carried. The motion carries 4-1. That's 4 yes and 1 no. Being there's no other items becoming to us tonight, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:30 p.m.